From the producer who brought you, what do your friends think about you? Comes, what does your family think about you? Or how would your family describe you? Yes, for this pick a card, I forgot one little baby. For this pick a card, this is how would your family describe you. You have 4 piles to choose from. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. I'll give you a minute to percolate on your answer. Okay, let's get into it for pile number 1. How would your family describe you? Let me cut it out. Sorry, I'm being really corny. How would your family describe you? How would your family describe you? Oh my gosh. How would your family describe you? How would your family describe you for pile number 1? How would your family describe you for pile number 1? How would your family describe you for pile number 1? How would your family describe you? One more shuffle. Okay, we got 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords, the World, and 6 of Cups reversed. How your family would describe you: someone who likes to travel, someone who is always on the go with this 4 of Swords reversed. This is like a card of rest, so it's like you are always moving, always active, always go, 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 busy, busy, busy. And with this 8 of Cups, this is about moving away, going away. You might live far from your family. With the World, this is a card about travel, so you could live like halfway across the world from your family, right? So you might be a little distant, even if you are still in your family's home. Then this could mean that, again, you are always on the go, you're kind of distant, you're traveling a lot, maybe you have to travel for your job or something like that. I could be talking to a fixed sign: Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, but it doesn't have to be. Your family might have some bad memories of you, or you might have bad memories about your family. And maybe that's why you wanted to get away from them as far as possible. Sorry. I know, like, people are sensitive. Don't mean to laugh. Sorry. Is it not in this one? Maybe I'm thinking of another card in this deck. The one good thing is that you don't say stuck. So if your family... I'm getting for some of you, maybe you're going through a divorce, and so your family might actually see you as kind of strong for walking away from bad situations, right? With the 6 of Cups, it's like the memories that you have might be unsavory, right? But walking away from that situation, like, I feel like they respect your bravery. If you're not going through a divorce, and I'm connecting to the people who like to travel or like live far away from their family, they might really respect your ability to just pack up and move. Whenever I moved across the country, I'm from Oklahoma and now I live in California. And whenever I did it, I just kind of did it on a whim, didn't think much of it. But so many people were like, oh my God, that's so brave. You didn't move with anyone, you just moved by yourself. And I, again, just didn't think of it at the time. But your family might just think you are this brave person who goes out into the world and makes it happen for yourself, regardless of how bad things were in your past. Whether it was with them or for someone else. They might also think of you as kind of a workaholic, I'm getting, especially if you travel for work and are always on the go. But they really respect your bravery and ability to forge new frontiers for yourself. Let's get an oracle card for pile number 1. How would your family describe you? 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 For pile number 1, how would their family describe them? Pile number 1, how does your family describe you? Pile number 1, how does your family describe you? Pile number 1, how does your family describe you? One more shuffle. Pile number 1. Engagement. So you may have moved across country to get engaged to someone else, right? You may have had like a long distance relationship and now you're leaving them to get engaged. You might also be someone who, while you like to travel, while you're always on the go, while you're always forging new frontiers, charting new territories, making those new adventures, whenever they do reconnect with you, like whenever they come to visit you or whenever you come back home to visit, they might, you might be someone who is really like a good listener and really invested in them and really present in the moment, right? Someone who is not distracted. So even though you might be away from home a lot, whenever you are home, you are there, right? You're not on the phone checking to see what work is doing. You're not on the phone checking like social media or anything. You're someone who turns their phone off and listens to your family, right? You're there with your family. You might be someone who doesn't allow, cell phones at dinner time or anything like that. You want to catch up with people, see how they're doing, and not have any outside distractions. You might be someone who doesn't even like TV being on, right? You want to be with the people you love. You don't want to watch like mindless drivel on cable TV, right? So that's how your family would describe you. Let me know if that resonates. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you know what to do. I love you. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. If you would like to win this Morgan-GREER Tarot in a 10, subscribe and leave a comment with hashtag Morgan-GREER, and whenever I reach 2,000 subscribers, you could be entered in a chance to win. I want everyone to read tarot for self-discovery and self-improvement. So how would your family describe pile number 2? How would family 2, what am I talking about? How would pile 2's family describe them? How would your family describe you? Pile number 2. How would your family describe you? Pile number 2. How would your family describe you? One more shuffle. Pile number 2. Three of Pentacles reversed, 4 of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. So, how your family would describe you, I feel like maybe there are some players in your family who don't really pitch in, right? People who maybe cause some trouble and don't help with the housework and don't chip in, right? But how your family would describe you is someone who brings it all together. You create that foundation and sort of get these little lazy butts to pitch in and help, right? But this King of Pentacles, they might see you as someone who is a breadwinner. They might see you as someone who is committed, who is stable, who is not as crazy lazy as this person, who is a hard worker, strong work ethic, very stable, very secure, very committed, very determined, and someone who does offer that stability. With the 4 of Wands, this is a card about stability, but it's not like you are this boring person. The 4 of Wands is the wedding card, so the 4 of Wands is a card about celebration a lot of times, right? So it's a happy home because we have these 4 posts of stability, but we have this like floral garland over here, right? And so you are someone who celebrates life, and someone who may be a little bit of a dreamer with this Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is a card sometimes about imagination. In one cup there is a dragon in it, and then another cup there's like a mask, another cup there's jewels, and so you never know what you're gonna get. So I feel like maybe you give like really good gifts to your family, really like thoughtful gifts that no one would have expected, and because you might have this strong work ethic, like you can afford to sort of spoil the ones you love, cherish the ones you love, especially whenever there's like times of celebration. But I feel like you're kind of like a rock in the family, but not, again, not in a boring way, in a really like fun, celebratory way. And you seem to get even the little crazy, lazy people able to get in line and be part of the family, be part of this foundation, and get their act together, right? Let's see, for pile number 2, how would your family describe you? That was the nature card. We'll see if it pops out again. Pile number 2, how would their family describe them? Generosity, I just said about gifts. Pile number 2, how would your family describe you? Pile number 2. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be, but if it fits, it fits. Pile number 2. How would your family describe you? Someone warm, someone to celebrate with. Pile number 2. One more shuffle. Probably like got really good grades growing up, got that good job, all those advanced degrees and all that stuff. Everyone's a teacher. You might be a teacher, or you know, you might be like the oldest child if you have siblings. You might come from a big family. I'm seeing with this Seven of Cups here, you know, like 7 siblings or something. But you may be the oldest or one of the older kids, and they kind of look up to you as a mentor and someone to guide them, even if you don't have siblings, or if this is speaking of like, you know, if you're like a mom and you have a husband and kids, then they still look up to you for guidance. They still look up to you to teach them about life, even if it's not like, you know, how to ride a bike or how to balance a checkbook or anything like that, or helping with homework or anything like that. It can be just like wisdom that you have that no one else seems to have. My grandma was kind of that way. She was the rock, and she was Virgo actually. And whenever she passed away, there was a lot of instability that was created because we all like looked up to her to like for guidance, you know. So you might be that person in your family who everyone goes to whenever like they can't get along with each other. They come to you and you can like solve everyone's problems, right? Let me know if that resonated. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. How would your family describe you for pile number 3? How would your family describe you for pile number 3? Whoops. Good memories with the 6 of Cups. How would your family describe you for pile number 3? How would your family describe pile number 3? How would their family describe them? How would your family describe you? Pile number 3. How would your family describe you? Pile number 3. How would your family describe you? Pile number 3. One more shuffle. How would your family describe you? Pile number 3. Strength, good card. Leo vibes. 2 of Wands reversed. Seven of Pentacles reversed, and the Eight of Wands. So you might be someone who is very active, lots of action, very talkative, very chatty, probably a funny person. Leos are pretty funny. Any fire sign to me is pretty funny. You don't have to be a Leo, but if it fits, right? But someone who is very talkative, very chatty, very communicative, and someone who is very active. The Eight of Wands speaks of a lot of action, a lot like you might always have something going on, right? Always going out with friends, always having friends over, and yeah, just an active lifestyle. With the Strength card, this is someone who, again, it's ruled by Leo, and Leos are usually pretty active, but you're someone who has a lot of compassion and who can sort of someone who's heartstrong, right? So whenever there is a fight in the family, you can sort of cool everyone's jets and connect with them on a heart level where there is that compassion, right? So with the Two of Wands reversed and the Seven of Pentacles reversed, I feel like this is indicating spontaneity. It's kind of like reflecting this Eight of Wands too. It's like you have no plans. The Two of Wands is a card about plans for me, and then this is a card about planning as well, because you have to plant things into the ground and then reap the harvest, right? So I feel like how your family would describe you is very spontaneous, is very anything goes, down for whatever, right? Sometimes they might think you are a little irresponsible in that way, but also very playful and a little impulsive, but you bring a lot of life to the party, and they never know what to expect from you, but you keep people on their toes, right? You bring a lot of life and enthusiasm to your family, and they appreciate that playfulness and spontaneity in you. Let's get an oracle card. How would your family describe you? 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 How would your family describe pile number 3? How would they describe you? How would your family describe you? One more shuffle. How would your family describe you? Trust. So you are someone they can trust. You are someone, you know, I did say that they might think that there's a lack of planning on your part, that there's a lot of spontaneity, but I feel like on some level they admire your ability to just have faith in the universe and sort of just go with life, knowing that like God's got your back, right? And with this compassion, right, coming to you in times of crisis and you connecting with them on a heart level, I feel like they can trust you with any secrets, with any problems, and you're not gonna like rat to mom or anything, right? And you're gonna like turn it around and make it like turn their frown upside down and make them like happy, and you know, play with them and put everyone in a good mood. But they can definitely come to you and be vulnerable, and you're not gonna like, you're gonna keep that close to your chest, and you know, they can trust you to be like careful with their temper, careful with their like inner beast, right? Let me know if that resonated. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Okay, last but not least, pile number 4. How would your family describe you? How would your family describe you? Pile number 4. Pile number 4. How would your family describe you? How would your family describe you? Pile number 4. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Pile number 4. How would your family describe you? Pile number 4. How would your family describe you? Pile number 4. How would your family describe you? One more shuffle. How would your family describe you? The Star reversed, Aquarius energy, 4 of Wands. We had that in, I think, pile number 2. 8 of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Wands reversed. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So I would say that your family thinks you might be a little impulsive sometimes, that you might, like you might kind of be a troublemaker, I'm getting, you know, like, sort of a rabble rouser, right? Like you might like to prank them. You might, like jump off the roof or, you know, like, just like crazy, wild, things. You might be a little rebellious. The, Star does represent Aquarian energy, and Aquarians can be rebellious, and then combined with this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy reversed, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they can be a little impulsive. And again, this doesn't have to be a sign. It can just be the energy, right? But someone who is a little wild, who gets into trouble, but at the same time, I feel like because you might mess up a lot, sorry, I'm laughing. Because you might mess up a lot, you might actually be that person to trust whenever someone else messes up, right? So like, you won't tell mom if like someone else ended up in jail because you've done like way too much stuff that like you understand, right? Yeah, for some of you, you might even, like if you have a sibling, you might sort of like hold it as leverage, but you do like bail your family members out whenever they need it, and you know, they might kind of give you more of a hard time than, I mean, you might do like dumb stuff, but they might give you like a hard time for being a fuck up or whatever on occasion. But I wouldn't let that bother you, because like, you should know deep down that, you know, you have your strengths, and one of your strengths is to help them out of situations, right? So they can put the blame on you for messing up, but in the end, like, everyone messes up and you just have more fun doing it, right? I also think, at times, maybe they think you are, like, you have these, like, pipe dreams with the Star. I'm getting, like, you sort of know your destiny, and it seems wild to your family. They might not be accepting of it. You might have these dreams of something your family doesn't approve of, like, you know, being a movie star, or I don't know, like, they want you to go into business or something like that. And, like, you know, you're meant to do that, and you might make a lot of foolish decisions, but so, you know, they think like you need something stable because you're just like wild and out of control. But you know that being wild and out of control is your strength, and like that's what puts you in alignment with your actual dreams, right? So your dreams might be sort of silly to your family, but like deep in your heart, you know that it's the right path for you. With the Four of Wands, I feel like, you know, for as much of a hard time as they give you, you are fun to celebrate with. The Four of Wands is a wedding card. So we see like 4 little devils here playing, and you might have like a lot of fun. If you do have siblings, you might have a lot of fun with them. If you, you know, if this is talking about, like if you're a mom asking about your husband and your kids, then, you know, you might be like sort of that comic relief, that fun fun aspect, you know, of any celebration, right? People just like being around you. You might be like funny yourself and just playful and life of the party. And because you do all this dumb stuff, you're definitely entertaining, right? So let's get an oracle card for you. How does your family see you? How does your family see you? For pile number 4, how does your family see you? Pile number 4, how does your family see you? I'm also hearing you might embarrass them. I'm like, oh my God, Mom. You know, because you don't hold back and you just kind of like live in the moment. And yeah, I'm getting like prankster vibes. Yeah. Pile number 4, how would their family describe them? Pile number 4, one more shuffle. Wonder, ooh, so you know what? Yes, this is your strength. Even though they might give you a hard time about it, you bring wonder into life because no one knows what you're gonna do next. You're so unpredictable and you're so spontaneous and you bring so much like life to the party. Like you are the spice of life, and they're just like sitting back like, oh God, what is she gonna do now, right? Or what is he gonna do now? So, whenever they give you a hard time, just know that like you are put on this earth to make things exciting for their boring little lives. So don't you like feel bad about that, right? I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye.